Hello my beautiful friend and welcome back to another daily video. Today I have 3 quick topics for you, so let's jump in. All of them by Insider Gaming, and as always you will find them in the description box down below. This one here is written by Michael Murphy and I hope it's a funny one. At least the title is funny. Marathon art director leaves Bungie prior to game's release. Oh boy, I do wonder why that is. As always, I haven't read those articles. I'm doing that every time. I'm just going by the title, and if it's a good one, it stays in the video. The art director of Bungie's Marathon, Joseph Cross, has suddenly left the studio. Just recently, the game was announced to be released in March 2026, which, by the way, is the end of Sony's fiscal year of 2025, so they have to basically release that on time. The FPS multiplayer shooter revealed in 2023 is a new entry in the Marathon series, which, by the way, is really old. And the first party title for PlayStation under Bungie. Originally set to launch on September 23rd, 2025, it was delayed due to a number of controversies, including, and most notably, art plagiarism. Yeah, that one was a doozy. This month, Bungie re-revealed the game with new gameplay and promised it would ship in March 2026. However, one of the key members of the development team has left. Joseph Cross, Marathon art director, has left Bungie ahead of release. So yeah, I already made a video about the VODS Sony and Bungie made. You can also go back to that one. I will also link it in the description box down below. And yeah, I have my thoughts about that one. Earlier in the day, the Game Post found that the Destiny 2 alum has updated his LinkedIn and got rid of the present status for Bungie, showing 2025. Now, in an article from Kotaku, the outlet confirmed that Joseph Cross, Marathon's art director, has left the studio. No official comment from Joseph Cross or Bungie has been made as of writing. Yeah, and it will probably take maybe till Monday till we get something official. While unclear why Joseph has left Marathon, yeah, well, we know why he left Marathon. He probably got yeeted out of there, not of his own free will. There are a few different possibilities. One could be that his work was simply done and his direction wasn't needed anymore. There was no direction. He just took someone else's art. Another possibility is that he just didn't want to continue working at Bungie, which I also understand, but no, probably not. Because Bungie has a history of firing people that are relatively in the higher ups, so the middle higher ups, because they don't want to pay them a certain amount of money as a bonus. The Destiny studio has been in hot water recently with several lawsuits and less than stellar sales. And again, I do wonder why. Because Bungie at this point is they're, what is it, artistically bankrupt? No, is that the word that I'm looking for? Not artistically. Yeah, they have no original ideas anymore. Either way, it's likely, if true, that a new art director will be named soon, especially coming up to its March 2026 launch window. Yeah, I mean, I don't want people to lose their jobs, but good riddance. I I have absolutely no. I'm just mad that he did what he did. At least the original artist now has something out of it, does get something out of it, because there was so much controversy around it. And then again, we as gamers proved again that we are the voice of gaming. We stirred the pot there. Otherwise, Bungie and Sony wouldn't have done anything. They would have just taken it and would have used it. And yeah, that's it. So we, as the community, we did that. So, good job, because plagiarism is God, if you remember that one. Then, let's quickly go to the next one. Again, is this again? Oh no, Michael Murphy and Grant Taylor Hill has this one. Riot Games plans to rebuild League of Legends as League Next, it's claimed. This is something that I've seen a couple of times, but I never paid too much attention to it. But now it gets more tangible. Rainbow Six Siege became Rainbow Siege X, and now League of Legends could be set to become League Next. In a recent exclusive report, it was claimed that the worldwide phenomenon MOBA, that is League of Legends, could be staring down the barrel of the biggest update in the 15-year history of the game. It was claimed that this overhaul, which would be released as the most major update in more than a decade, would be released in 2027, all being well. This is really interesting to me because I do love the Runeterra universe. I absolutely do. I love the characters. I really love the map and everything. I've read the books. I have them in my bookshelf behind me. You can't see them, but I do have them. And all the story games, the Riot Forge games, oh, beautiful. I love them. Especially Ruined King. Holy crap, the best Final Fantasy X-like game that has ever been. Period. At least in my opinion. The most major overhaul of League of Legends. League of Legends is one of the most popular games ever made. It has sat firmly at the top of the table in the esports space for many years, and it accommodates 100 million monthly users. It's a sensational game that has stood the test of time, and Riot Games is constantly working to upgrade and enhance it for that staggering player base. In a recent exclusive report from Bloomberg, it was claimed that sources close to the information have suggested a monumental shift is coming in 2027. Riot Games plans to release a version of League of Legends known internally as League Next. It was suggested that this will be a vast reimagining of the game, addressing the game's visual aesthetic, characters, arenas, and interface. It's all part of a bid to make League of Legends more accessible to newer, more uncertain players. Oh, okay, now it gets a little not so good for me. I mean, isn't that the thing that draws you to League of Legends? At least for me, this is also one of the reasons why I don't play it. It's not only the monetization, which is ridiculous with those really expensive skins and too many characters that haven't been updated, which we now know why they probably haven't been updated, because we will get this League Next thingy in the future. That would make sense, but also I'm now a little bit scared that they will basically censor some characters a little bit. Who was it? Was it Gragas? No. It was Gangplank with the cigar that's now gone. They wanted to undrunk. They wanted to sober up. Was that Gragas? Oh man, I'm really terrible with names. The big guy with the beer barrel who's drunk all the time. That's his shtick. And yeah, they wanted to sober him up. And then why? That's him. And yeah, I'm a little bit scared that they're going to censor some things because of the Chinese market, because of Tencent and everything. They already did that with the not Legends of Runeterra, the card game Riftbound, which I'm also trying to go a little bit into. I'm interested in that. It looks like fun, but let's just wait and see. Recently, League of Legends developers introduced WASD controls to the game, which was also an extension of that mission to attract even more new players. Something that I haven't tried as of yet, because there are too many games to play. Oh man, Bloomberg's report wrapped with a note that despite the size of the player base, numbers are dropping and Valorant makes more money overall. Yeah, it makes sense. Valorant is easily accessible and people know more about FPS. It's a good hero shooter. I played it for a while. And then again, I haven't spent anything on it because the prices for the weapon skins are ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I would love to play it again. I'm waiting for the MMO. That one's probably going to catch me more than the MOBA because I don't have to play against tryhards. I don't have to play against 12-year-olds who try to insult my mother. And yeah. Good times, good times. But yeah, then again, yesterday when I was at the repair shop for my car because they broke my suspension, I sat there for 2 hours instead of 30 minutes. Uh, Luckily, I had my Steam Deck with me and I played Monster Hunter Stories. Ooh, I love that game, it's so much fun. And the last story by Mike Straw, Naughty Dog making overtime mandatory for intergalactic developers. First of all, I don't like that they have to do overtime because they are not at fault. It's the management's fault that they did this abomination of something. The real actress looks way better. Why? I don't understand. Why do you... This is the same topic from yesterday again. I don't care. Let's continue. Oh my god, I'm getting mad again. Naughty Dog is forcing the developers working on Intergalactic The Heretic Prophet to work overtime. This according to a new report from Bloomberg's Jason Schreier. Oh. In a story published on Thursday afternoon, Schreier states, is it Schreier or Schreier? Is it the German one? I don't know. I'm just going to call him Schreier, like everyone else. That the studio behind games like The Last of Us and Uncharted has been pushing its staff to work long hours to get ready for an upcoming review of the demo by its parent company. I thought they were going to change the story and the character design. God damn it. It said that requests began in October for staff to work at least 8 extra hours per week, with it being logged via spreadsheet. This was done to make up for time lost due to missed deadlines. And who is at fault for missed deadlines? Yes, there are probably some devs who are at fault, but it's still management's fault. It's, what was the Naughty Dog's upper guy name? The one who tried to blame the gamers for Last of Us 2, that we don't understand storytelling, that we don't understand everything, that we are racists, that we are bigots, and all the usual things that people like to say that we are as gamers. And, oh, wait, I have to look that up. Naughty Dog CEO. What was his name? Neil Druckmann. Yeah. That one. Neil Druckmann. Yeah, and then Last of Us Season 2, the TV series. What happened then? The general audience said the same thing. But yeah, let's move on. It's Neil Druckmann's fault because in the end he is the one who has the last say. The employees were instructed not to work more than 60 hours a week, at least that. It's not an Activision thing where they had over 80 hours a week. Holy crap. Schreier writes, staff were also told to return to the office 5 days a week for this period, up from 3 previously, sending some employees scrambling to find alternative care arrangements for children and pets, which is terrible. I hope they got paid more. I hope. Those who spoke to Schreier under the condition of anonymity are worried that if there's already mandatory overtime over 18 months away from release, it might get worse in the coming months. And as of writing, Intergalactic is scheduled to release in mid-2027. Sony and Naughty Dog also declined to comment on the claims. Yeah, it makes sense. They're not going to comment on that because it makes them look bad. But then again, I have to be fast. I'm preparing my Dagger Heart pen and paper session for tonight. And yeah, Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I am keen to know what you have to say. And while you're here, please remember to do all the things that make the links. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more video game news every day. And by that I of course mean like and subscribe, and if you want you can share this video with your friends. Yeah, and please turn off YouTube's restricted mode. Otherwise, have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic, stay hydrated, and I will see you tomorrow with the next video. Bye, bye, bye.